Hey, everybody, welcome to AMP. Today, we are delighted to have Chris Janzon coming to us. He's going to be sharing all things content about how to get into your marketplace in the new world and be able to be that presence in your marketplace and leapfrog over your competition. So, Chris, welcome to AMP.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for having us, guys. Super pumped to be on this session and to share with our collaborative and business partners, our group. I guess, firstly, as a few more trickle in today, I just wanted to share with you a real live demonstration in person of exactly how to create very seamless, easy content that is super cost effective in your business. You know, some of this stuff, letterbox dropping in my BDA, core areas, farm areas, whatever you want to call it, I've been doing religiously for 10 years and it cost me a lot of money. And I'm now starting to see a return through doing this digital content on a consistent basis, just the same. So I'm going to ask some pretty open questions here of those that are maybe on the screen, but who would like more listings in 2024 and appraisal opportunities? Put your hand up, say I, forever hold your peace. Thank you, Amal. Thanks, Harry, for being on screen. So who would like to be sitting in more lounge rooms where you're known as the household name and the face and the go-to brand? Is that you? Do you want to be that person?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I ask these questions, guys, because the power of this model is exactly what it's about. When I have agents come to me say, hey, do you help with leads? Where do you get lead generation, all that from? I'm like, you know what? I want to help you become the household name, face, and brand that people call you in because they want to deal with Chris. They know Chris. They've seen Chris. And they've connected with you. Let's be honest, video and content is the simplest and most easiest way for a consumer to connect with you. Now, the messaging I'm going to point out with today's session, though, consistency is absolutely key. So I'm going to ask you guys, look yourself in the mirror right now. Do you have 1 hour a week that you can dedicate to your own digital prospecting initiatives on a weekly basis? Can you find an hour somewhere?
Yes.
Good. If you can find an hour somewhere, what I'm going to share with you today is exactly what I'm doing to run content in my core postcode BDA farm areas every week. And I mix it up weekly. So make sure you're varying your content because ad fatigue is quite a common thing. All of my ad campaigns, I'm going to show you, I don't run them any longer than a fortnight. Generally, it's 7 days. Okay. So today, what I'm going to share with you guys and girls is how you can easily script a video through using ChatGPT, right? You don't even need to write 80% of your script if you don't wish to. I know some of you on here, you like to write your own scripts and that's fine. But if you're time poor, ChatGPT can do 80 to 90% of the work for you. So delegate to ChatGPT, guys. From there, I'm going to show you how, from creating your script, how you can then put it into a teleprompter app to shoot your video scripted, looking in the camera as if you're talking free-flowing scripted into the camera and your audience. From there, I'm going to show you how you can professionally edit your content and video. All of this is going to be done on my phone. You're going to see the live demo on screen on my phone as I do it. Okay. The content creation, I used to spend around $500 to $600 a month, where I used to get my videographer out every month, shoot my monthly update. I'd pay him for his time, the shoot and the edit. I'm getting it all now the same for $7.99 in CapCut. I'm going to drop the app here, folks. If you're not on CapCut, haven't heard of it, get it. The link's in the chat right now. $7.99 subscription per month is the premium version. You can unlock all the features. Don't be a tight ass. Get the full version. Don't get the free one. The full version allows so much more with subtitles, audio, effects, quality download, really important, which I'll talk about when we get into CapCut as well. But if you haven't already, get CapCut on your phone. $7.99 a month is all it's costing me to push out all the content that some of you may see me doing on a regular basis. Okay. Now, some people say, you know, well, should it be professionally done with a videographer and all of that? I believe consistency is the key and something's better than nothing, folks, right? Just get your face out there. The more raw and authentic and regular that you are being seen, the easier business will become. All righty. As we go through this, guys, drop questions in the chat box. Tony, great question. CapCut is desktop friendly as well as phone friendly. I do it on my phone, guys. That's why I'm going to do the live demonstration, because I find when you do it on your desktop, you've got to upload your content if you've shot it on your phone to Google Drive, then drop it into CapCut. and then download it. So I just do it all on my phone because let's be honest, the phone is the tool of our trade. It goes everywhere with us. It does everything for us. So I script it, I shoot it, I edit it on my phone, and then I'll show you how we can then Facebook add it as well. So today, the objective is create your script, shoot your video, edit and produce your content, and then I'm going to show you very basic geo-targeting 101. Who has $10 a day they can spare to invest in themselves in their business right now? $70 a week. Can you all invest $70 in yourself on a weekly basis to be seen out there in your marketplace so your consumers see this space every day? Well, if you can afford that, I'm going to show you a basic geo-targeting ad. All right. I'm not going to go into retargeting and complex stuff. I just want this to be simple 101. Have your face out there. I'm not going to go into lead generation forms. I'm not going to go into lead capture, all of that. I just want this session to be about keeping it simple and real and how quick and efficiently you can get content out there. And for $10 a day, how you can just be seen and branded and known in your community every day, right? Just really simple. Because as we know, the more you're seen, the more you're heard, the more business will come in back to you in abundance, all righty? Alrighty, so first and foremost,
Chris, just before you jump in, I just want to ask, there's a couple of people that are not on mute. Can you just put yourselves on mute so we don't get any background noise while Chris is sharing his phone and everything? Thanks.
Awesome, thanks. So first and foremost, when we talk about video production, right? The number one important thing about your content is audio. It's actually more important than video, okay? So if you haven't already, the two best wireless microphones out there absolutely is Rode wireless microphones. It's what I use myself personally. Make the investment. You can get a one receiver and one microphone combo, I think, for about $300. If you want two microphones, one receiver, it's about $389 for the combo. Secondary to that, the next best option is DJI wireless Rode microphones. They are phenomenal technology as well. I'm going to drop the link here, guys. Again, for less than $1,000, you can make an investment in yourself and have all your digital social content set up on an annual basis done, right? And keep in mind, one listing pays for all this every year. And this stuff that I'm doing, guys and girls, wholeheartedly right now is getting me 10 to 15 transactions in one of my suburbs religiously every year. So if you just replicate, implement this and do it consistently weekly for 12 months, you will find business. That I promise you, because it's what I'm doing. But yeah, get some good microphones. Now, in the version I'm going to show you today, I've got a video where I shot a sold video at the front of a sold board with a client. I didn't have the mics with me because we're on the fly. And sometimes you're just in the moment. So I videoed the client and I didn't have my microphone. So I'm going to show you some of the cool audio stuff that CapCut can do to minimize background noise and improve the quality of yourself if you don't have your mics set up to go just as yet or you haven't made that investment. All righty. CapCut. Here's the link for CapCut, guys. So if you want to download the app, you want to get it on your desktop, your phone, whatever suits you. Again, I'm showing your phone today. I know Clinton Barker, who might not be on this session, he likes doing it on the desktop. I'm going to do it on the phone. Alrighty, Rob, I'm going to jump in and share my phone here. So let's do this.
Let's make sure our technology works, eh? How good is this going to be?
I love the pressure. Here we go.
There you go.
Can you see my phone there, guys? And my beautiful girls in the background?
Yep, it's all good.
Awesome. Okay. So first thing, we're going to go to CapCut. And hang on, let me just check this first. I've got to check this setting in. This is where I've got to check the audio, Rob. Bear with us.
That's all right. We're seeing ourselves on Zoom
there
on
you are,
your phone. Sir. Yeah.
We'll try it anyway and see how the playback goes here. Because I've got to be playing back through my phone, so I'm just mindful of. So this is CapCut. So once you're logged into your CapCut, you can see it's got all my history of my projects. Okay. Now, I get this question a lot. What should I shoot in? Should I shoot in landscape or portrait? Okay. Always shoot in landscape, guys, is my recommendation, because editing your content from landscape to portrait, you can do. Doing portrait to landscape, you'll look like ridiculously big. The whole landscape video content will be just your face pretty much to enlarge. So it's easier to downsize your content than it is having to upsize it. So shoot your phone that way. Landscape ways is best practice. Because I'm going to show you in CapCut how easy it is to edit from landscape to portrait. But simply, we just go into new project, right? So this is all my video content in here, okay? This is the teleprompter app that I use, guys. So if you're in Google Play Store, I'm Android. I don't know what it looks like in Apple, but that's the teleprompter app that I use. Now, this one is free. There's an abundance of applications out there that are free. Very easy to do, okay? So when you download your teleprompter app, this is where you can add in a script, right? So you can go create a new script. You can import it from files, your Google Drive or Dropbox, or you can just simply go create new script. And I'm going to put here. Oh, I'm drawing now, Rob. What's going on here? Okay. That little thing's in the way. AMP. Okay. What would you guys like me to write a script on today?
Brand new listing coming soon. 4-bedroom, 2-bath with pool and workshop.
Righto. So let's say I've got a listing in Burton. Put in ChatGPT. Look at that, right? Now, I'm not going to edit this, guys, because everyone's time's obviously limited, but we've got a very basic script there that ChatGPT's put together. As I said, guys, I use ChatGPT for about 80% of my workload. The 20% I'll tweak and add in my own flavor and flow to it, so it still sounds crisp, not roboty. But I can grab that script. I've put it into my teleprompter app, so you can see it's all there. Go save. Open that script. I'm going to auto rotate. Right. Record video. Turn it onto the side. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
It's shooting me. Yep. So with the teleprompter app, it's literally hit record. Exciting news, folks. Introducing our upcoming listing in Burton. It has 4 bedrooms, Rob, 2 bathrooms, an amazing pool, splash into summer, workshop for all your DIY dreams. Join us for an exclusive sneak peek into this stunning property nestled in the heart of Burton. This 4-bed, 2-bath gem comes complete with a fabulous pool, blah, 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 blah. Right? You get the gist. So that's it, right? So that would be my video if I was shooting in the teleprompter. It's there, ready to go. So if I go into my, there it is. Alrighty. Now we'll get to the audio in a moment. So I just wanted to show you that, guys and girls, real quickly, the teleprompter app. A lot of people say you're really fluent, you're really smooth on video. Again, 90% of videos I'm pre-framing and scripting through a teleprompter app, shooting it there on my phone, as simple as that, and then editing it in CapCut.
The question came through. Does ChatGPT feed to your teleprompter, or are you copying and pasting it?
This one it doesn't, and I haven't explored other ones because I'm just
so you just copy and paste whatever ChatGPT created into there, and it perfect.
I do, because that's when I proof it, Rob, anyway, and I just kind of check it all and I add in my own little flavor. So there are apps you can get it to sync directly, and yes.
Yeah, great.
All right. So let's say I'm not going to use that video as an example, but I'm just going to go back to CapCut. And we're going to create a new project. And we're going to use this one as an example here, because this is one that's got the audio, which is quite interesting because I didn't have my mics. So I'm going to select that video. And this is why I say I do it on my phone, folks, because generally when you're with your clients, you're doing videos at the signboard, testimonials, you're doing it on your phone. That's why I edit it on this phone all the time. Always click HD, because you should be shooting in HD or UHD on your phone at minimum. I mean, most phones these days are 4K. You'll see when I go to download the content, I always download my content in 4K, particularly if you're loading up to YouTube. 4K is just really nice on YouTube, but it also looks good on your socials. Right, so we're going to drop in. So this is the editing timeline. All right, now I'm going to press play here, Rob. Tell me if you guys can hear this without feedback.
Yeah, we can hear it.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
No feedback?
Well, there's a little bit, and the audio's not normal, but yeah.
All right, let me try something here in Zoom. Sorry, guys, I was learning this today. This is what I love about technology.
Like we could easily hear it.
Yeah, it's more so on the talk back. That's right. I'll persevere. I forgot to activate one of the settings before starting the meeting. But this is your timeline for editing. All right, so there's the video. You can see here I'm at the front of the property with a client to celebrate the sold result. Okay, this is how easy it is. So firstly, you can select your cover photo there. So this is the first piece. Everyone knows what a cover photo is, yeah?
Yes, thumbnail.
So we're going to, yep, thumbnail cover. So that's the cover of the video. He's smiling. Simon's happy. We're all happy. So I'm going to save that as my cover photo. Then in here, what I generally do is I keep this really simple on every video. This is how I'm getting everything down out within an hour of my time in a week for regular content. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to enhance. So when you get the premium model, if you click on the video, you get all these cool settings down below. Okay, so you can adjust the volume. You can rotate, you can crop. I always just adjust. So you'll see there, I adjust the brightness. So it just brightened it up a little bit for me. Always do the auto adjust. All righty, just because it'll make it look crisp and sharp. And particularly when you're downloading to 4K, it helps. Now, when I play this, you might hear there's a bit of background noise.
So, folks, we're sold here at 975 7th Heath Road.
Hear the wind?
Simon, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
See the trees in the background? It's windy, isn't it?
Yeah.
No microphones. That's Chriso's mistake. But again, on the moment, in the moment, on the spot, grabbing your client, you just got to capture it sometimes. So what you can do is you can go over to a setting called noise reduction. Reduce noise here.
So, folks, we're sold here at 975 7th Heath Road, Manukara West.
Is that playing back, Rob?
It is playing back. We're getting a little bit of an echo because it's coming through your mic on Zoom, but we're getting the idea of it. There was some questions. Do they not have big signboards in South Australia? Why are you using these small little signboards?
Good question. Well, you know, this session's all about being seen and being known. So take that as the answer, I guess, guys.
Yeah, that's it.
You're seen, the more you know, the more business you'll get.
Fantastic.
It was a big development corner block site. So it was massive site. There is a development plan behind us there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. So then what I do, guys, let's say we've reduced the noise. So it muffles out a lot of that background noise. It picks up us a lot clearer. Then what we can do, I would be encouraging anything that you're creating audio-wise. That's Zoom thing in the way. Video-wise, always add subtitles to everything that you do. Okay, because a lot of people are naughty, guilty as charged, sit in the office, on the train, on the bus, wherever it might be, in silent, privately, quietly. They might watch video content and read the subtitles and not be able to have volume. So put subtitles on everything. So what I do here, you go into, again, clicking on your video, you go into text, auto captions. And this is a great thing with CapCut. The AI component of it is so clever. Like it probably gets the subtitles about 95% correct. Again, always go through them, always recheck them to make sure they're working all good. But you can select, you can see there the pro ones. That's the ones that have got full subscription. The ones that don't have pro are very basic. That's if you just use the free subscription. All right. So if we select that one, we like the look of that.
And just confirming, you said that pricing point's at $7.99 a month, so $96 a year.
Yep, spot on.
Yep.
Cool. So you can see here.
So, folks, we're sold here at 975 7th Heath Road, Manukara West.
It's got the subtitles. All right. If you like those subtitles, you can leave with it. If you ever want to edit it, you can go back into the style of text and you can change it. So let's say I don't like that pink. I'm going with the purple. You can click that one and it will then change your subtitles.
Congratulations. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for entrusting me. And Mary, who's holding the camera, doing the wonderful.
I even got his wife to be the camera person on this day. Would you believe it?
That's awesome.
So that adds subtitles. Now you can see the content here starts, the subtitles start here. So we want to bring that back. All right. So we're starting off when the subtitles. Now, another quick tip, guys, on the weekly content that I'm doing, my content is 60 to 90 seconds, no longer. So you can see this video is a total of 1:17. Perfect. That's all you want. Okay. 1 minute to 1.5 minute maximum content time across socials, stories, timelines, YouTubes, quick videos and YouTubes, whatever. Quick, short, sharp, shiny, really impactful. Okay. Now, let's say we've created the subtitles. We've gone through, audited them. We made sure everything's okay. We've got the video nice and crisp. The audio sounding good. Who likes music? We all like music, don't we? It brings cheer, happiness. So what I can do is I can now add audio. So down the bottom left there, I'm going to add some audio and I'm going to add some sounds. And again, if you've got the paid version, you unlock a lot more access to different variety of sounds. And in the search field, I can literally put anything in here. Upbeat, background music. Search anything. You can listen to it. Right, I like that. I'm going to add that in there. When you play it, you'll hear the background music.
We're not hearing the music side of it, but that's all right.
You're not?
No.
That's weird. It should be picking up straight through the mic. Now, let me just try this, Rob. Can you hear it now? You're hearing the music now, Rob?
Not really, but that's okay. We get the concept.
All right, cool. But if you're adding in background music, guys, you do need to check the volume because the volume sometimes overpowers the audio of the video. So I find a sweet spot for my background music is generally between level 6 to 8 is nice. A nice ambient background music.
So folks, we're sold here at 9
that you can hear the music just slightly in the background. It adds a little bit of upbeat and positivity to your content, but it's not overpowering the messaging and what you're saying within your video content, okay? So once we've done that, we've dropped in the video, we've dropped in the music, we've checked our audio and subtitles, all is good. What I then do, guys, is in Canva, create a little template for yourself because you can drop photos in here as well. So let's say if I go and say, I'll find a photo of these clients.
You make me nervous. What's going to pop up on your photo screen?
Oh, shit. We're all good, mate. Family man.
I know. Pics of me. Yeah, that's right, Lisa.
A few interesting, funny fishing lad pictures doing some business off the back of the boat, but that's about as raw as it gets. So. Where are these guys? You know, there's Ben and Cecile. Fishing, fishing, fishing. Okay, there they are there. So then what you can do, I created this little template in Canva, right? So it just goes at the back of your video, that picture of you with all your contact information. Okay, so let's say we've done the video, then it's pans to a nice picture of the client, right? Enlarge it so it fits the screen there. So happy sold smiles there of Mary and Simon. And then at the end of your video, bang, there's Chris, contact details. Right, minute 23 we're up to now. Okay.
How long
Any
are you
questions
leaving?
so far on that,
How
guys?
long are you leaving those stills at the end? 2 seconds, 3 seconds?
3 seconds, mate. Yeah, generally 3 seconds is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So once you've pretty much done that, look, you can do a lot of other stuff in CapCut. Like you can add effects if you want to. So if you wanted to add an effect at the start of the video, I used to do this, guys, probably when I was in that, oh, this is a new flashy toy mode. Now I just keep it simple. So you can see here we're adding like
We're sold here at
confetti, right? So you can add effects if you want.
Can
Okay?
you add layers like stickers? I know in some apps you can add layers like branding,
Yep.
logos, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So if you want to add a layer, you just go back into your settings. See down here,
Oh yeah, overlay.
fourth from the right, overlay.
Yeah, yeah,
Add an
got it.
overlay. And let's say we'll add my beautiful girls in as an overlay. Right.
Yep.
Let's get rid of that guy in the corner there. Right. We're sick of seeing his face. So we add these girls. So you can see, and I can drag this along the timeline. So if I don't want it right at the beginning.
Yeah.
So folks, we're sold here at 975 7 Heath Road.
So you might just drop in there a picture of the property, whatever it might be. But yeah,
Or if you needed if you have your own brand or whatever, your own logos or whatever, you can just remove background, insert it.
Yep.
Got it.
100%. Yep. You can do the next thing. I'm not going to do it in this session is doing green screens.
Yep.
Because I've got a green screen in my office. So you can actually, with CapCut, put in a fake background using a green screen. So a green sheet in your office, wherever, and you can virtually insert any background you want through shooting a video. Another tip I'm going to point out to you guys, if you don't have a green screen, when you do your video content, particularly if you're doing weekly updates to your core area, suburb, or postcode, vary your background. Don't be shooting in the same location with the same backdrop, right? You want your content to look varied from week to week. And I literally do it. Some weeks I'll do a sales update. You know, this one sold. Here's what happened. Next week I might do a client testimonial like we're editing here. The next week I might be running a property management campaign for 7 days. Vary the flavor and flow of your content weekly. If you don't have a green screen, that's cool. Go outside. I find when I stand up and shoot videos, my energy is at a different level than sitting down. And sometimes being outside will help your level in your video and energy that you bring be a lot better than being inside the house. So if it's a nice sunny day, Rob, I'll literally go outside, set up my camera on my tripod. If it's nice, bright and sunny, bang, shoot good content. The brighter it is, the better it will look for sure. So once we've edited the video, folks, you'll see here, we're going to download it now. Okay. So 1080p, 720, always go 4K. So you just simply change that to 4K, save to device, and it's downloading. Waiting. Thanks for your patience here, guys. This is interesting doing it first time, Rob, live on the phone demo.
But I like it because it's actually showing how quickly it can be done. It doesn't take, hours to do it. I mean, I'm 100 years old. When I first just started doing video stuff back in uni, this is like a 7-week process to get here.
VHS, mate. Oh, rewind the tape.
It was, and we had an old school professor and he was trying to teach us how to splice tape. I'm like, splice tape? What?
Yeah. Literally, guys, what I do, I don't know. I find Fridays work well for me because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays are manic from the weekends. But I block out an hour every Friday to shoot my content that day, edit it, and then get my ad campaigns running that day. So my ads always run from Friday to the next Friday when I do the next lot of content in my area.
And I think that really helps with what you were talking about before, being consistent. When you ask people, do you have an hour? Well, yeah, cool. So if you pencil in or chisel out that hour each week in your diary, in your calendar, then that's what happens on Friday at 9:30 or whatever the time is.
It's a non-negotiable, mate. And one of the things I love I actually get excited for Friday because I'm like, okay, cool. I've got to think, what am I putting out there today? But then you go into the weekend, right? And if you've done a recent sold result in your area and you're at an open, like it's really powerful. You can convey that. Now you can see here, you can share straight from CapCut straight into your socials, obviously. Okay. You're just going to see here, people coming in. It's literally downloaded to my gallery and there it is.
We're sold here at 975 7 Heath Road.
Okay.
Yep.
So there it is. So then what I'm going to do, let me go to my page. Oh, We'll put that person on mute. All right, so here I am. Now, the reason I'm going to recommend to you is load all your social video content onto your Facebook page, right? Don't go and upload the video into your ads manager and then create the ad, right? You want the content and the ad that you're going to create to drive people back to your page. So I always will load video content onto my page, and then I drive the ad campaign and traffic to that content. So there's the ad, right? Test AMP session. I'm going to make this private because I don't want all my people to see it.
Yeah, so what Chris is saying there, if you're new to that, is that whatever platform you're going to load this content onto, load it directly to that platform. Don't share a link from one platform to another platform. Is that what you're saying,
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah, so if you copy and paste YouTube onto Facebook, the algorithms of Facebook won't preference YouTube.
They don't like it. They don't like it. So you just load it naturally. Facebook to Insta, sometimes, yeah, that will work because it's the same company, but even that, sometimes I would suggest just load it naturally because it only takes 2 seconds.
All right, won't let me not make it public. Anyway, who cares? It's going public, Rob. We'll delete it later.
You can always delete it. Yeah, that's right.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to load onto my page, folks. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off my phone and I'm going to jump onto my desktop because this is a bit overwhelming. So just bear with me, and then I'm going to show you the ad campaign that I'm going to create and show you guys how to do it. Bang. Righto. That guy's out. Okay, I'm on. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Good. Actually, Rob, are you still host, mate?
No, you are. I'm going to reclaim host, and then I'm going to let you share your screen. So hold on. Yep, go for it.
Cool. Guys, before I jump into that, are there any questions? Jump on camera, jump on microphone now, shoot away. I'm at your service. Oh, okay, must be doing an all right job.
People are going, wait, what?
It's all a bit much.
I can see Tony's taking notes. He's like, okay,
I
step
was
one.
taking notes and I downloaded apps and everything, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
What I always suggest, guys, I'm always just a call away, is first write your script, teleprompt it, shoot the video. Once you've done that, I can literally jump on a Zoom with anybody and then we can build that and work it together. But again, I'm just a believer of keeping it simplistic. Don't overanalyze, don't overthink it. Just get it out there. That's really the messaging here. And look, have I put out content that I've rewatched sometimes and gone, it's really probably 80% of what I would like it to be? Yeah, absolutely. Like not everything I put out is flawless.
I feel that pain.
Mate, I'm no Brad Pitt. I'm no Hollywood star here, right? But just get it out there is really the key messaging here. Just get something out there so you're seen. All right. So I can share my screen now, Rob.
You should be able to.
Lovely, lovely. All right. Can everyone see my ads manager?
Yep.
So you can see here, guys, in ads manager, you can see your campaigns, your billings, and all of that.
Can you just take 60 seconds or 30 seconds and explain what ads manager is for people that absolutely don't know it at all?
Yeah, so ads manager is the back-end system that basically shows you all the analytics on all your ad spend and campaigns, what's it doing for you in terms of results, reach, impressions, cost per return as well. So it's really good, guys. Ads manager is more powerful than Facebook and or boosting because you can see a lot more, you can target a lot more, and you can retarget a lot more. So if you go into Facebook, you can open up ads manager through your Facebook business page. So you've got, look, I have 3 applications open at all time. Facebook, this is where I'm just loading my content all the time. Ads manager, so I can create my ads as needed, or I can see the analytics on my ads and what they're doing. And Meta Business is what I use just to create my posts. Okay, not going to dive into that too much, but you can see here I've got a sold story. What's happening at 6 Elope Court? I've got a sold 2024 Burton promotion in my core area. I've got a social post that's happening for a property, that campaign that I've got live at the moment. Then I've got some lead generation stuff that's happening autonomously for me at the moment as well. I generally, guys, will have anywhere from $50 to $70 ad spend per day across 5 to 7 different ad campaigns, $10 per campaign. All righty. But let's just go over to my business page here. See if this video is uploaded now. Yep, there it is. Okay. So there it is, guys. It's on my page. Test AMP session, the video we edited in CapCut. Now I'm going to create a little geo-targeting ad. Again, I'm going to keep this really simple. In your ad campaign, you go create campaign. Now, each to their own here. The two options you should be choosing, engagement or awareness. Speak to Bori-san, the master Jedi Knight at social media. He loves awareness. I actually prefer engagement because, again, I do track my numbers, and I've found for my viewers and my audience, engagement seems to get better traction than awareness campaigns. Now, you can see over here on these campaigns, it's costing me 1 cent to get an eyeball on this sold story that has now reached over 2,500 people. You'd have to agree, if you could spend 1 cent per 2,500 eyeballs on you being seen in your area, is that a good investment?
Absolutely.
I'm spending, you know, at least $1,000 a month to do letterbox dropping in my same core areas every month. $383 in printing across 2 suburbs, plus $200 per letterbox dropper in each suburb. So do the numbers, it's nearly $1,000 per month, 12 grand a year. Whereas in this case, a lot of the content that I'm doing is $10 a week, $10 a day, $70 a week, right? So we're going to create an engagement campaign. Now, social media, Facebook has created these tailored messaging campaigns, which is more around that lead generation, lead forms, and all of that. I'm not going to dive into that in this session because all I want you guys and girls to be seen and known is just having your content, your face being branded out there more so than not. So in this equation, I'd be suggesting go manual engagement because we're going to set the parameters ourselves. Right, now it's going to set it up. Name your campaign. Advantage, A/B testing, I don't tick that. Don't worry about that, guys. Advantage campaign budget, yes. Always tick that. It's very simple. Advantage campaign budget will distribute your budget across currently delivering ad sets to get more results depending on your performance goals, choices, and bid strategy. So what that'll do is it strategically looks at what campaigns you're running at the moment and at what times those campaigns are best producing and performing for you. And when you set up this campaign, it'll spend your money around those times where you're getting the best return. Again, very clever of Facebook to do that. Daily spend, we said everybody here agreed they could commit to $10 a day, right? So that's what we're putting in there. Now, what I do is I never put an end date, okay? The reason why algorithms, if you set an end date, sometimes I've found if I put an end date in 2 weeks, Facebook might spend heaps of money really early on and then little amounts later on in the campaign. I've just found from a consistent spend point of view, leaving the end date open, it just spends the money consistently throughout the campaign, not heavily at certain times of the campaign. So I don't put an end date as a little social media hack trick 101. But again, it might be different for you and your audiences. Your page might operate a different performance to that of mine. Once we've set the $10, you're going to select here the conversation types. Now, as I said, we just want people to watch your video or interact with your post. This is a branding exercise. It's not a lead generation exercise. So you would select that one there. You want people to land on that video content that we've created. Here is where you'd select video views because we've created and edited a video today. That's what we want. But you can do the same for posts. If you've just done a post on your Facebook page, you can just select a post and then you can go and choose and select that post that you wish to get more engagement on. But ours is video. You can select the start time of the campaign. Now here in locations, what I would do, search your suburb. So I always do my core suburb. Bang, Burton, that's the area I'm wanting to target, right? And then I might do a few surrounding suburbs as well. So there's a bit of a flow-on effect to outer suburbs. So I will generally set 3 or 4 postcodes, and then I might do a drop pin. On the right-hand side here, you can see audience definition. It's green. Over 330,000 people potentially reached as an estimated audience. That's good, okay? Now here you can select, obviously, if you've got your Instagram page linked as well, which I do, so I can select that. Here's where you could create a manual ad. So this is where if you weren't loading onto your feed, but I wouldn't encourage that. But in our case, we're going to use an existing. So use existing post, select post. There's my video, guys. Continue. Now it's going to show you your sizing. Okay. I always leave it as is. You can change your WhatsApp button. So I always go learn more. And if you're not set up on blink.com, get set up, guys, because this is your digital business card. I use this over any paper-based cards right now. Business cards. So my digital business card looks like that. So if I text my business card, that URL to someone, that's what they can see. My mobile, email, who I am. They can click on free, what's my home worth, free landlord health check, offer to purchase property. That is my business card, folks, right there. Industry agents can book me, find me on Facebook, Insta, YouTube, my agent attraction page, Alf State of Mind, connect with me on LinkedIn. So what I do, once I've created blink.com business card, again, this is free, guys and girls. I'm going to click, I want the learn more button, and I want anybody who clicks on my post, you'll see here, Chris Janzon. So if they click that to go, oh, I'd like to learn more about this guy, how did he get that sold result? Bang, it takes them to that digital business card of mine already. So they can book with me directly, they can call me, email, however they see fit.
Are you still using jot forms on some of those links?
Yeah. There's a session on that too, Rob. We did a mighty awesome session on it quite some time ago.
Yeah.
Again, jot form for those that need any help on it, just reach out. But now I've created that ad. It's ready to go, and I can click publish, and boom, it's going to go out at 9 a.m. AWS tea time, which is your time, Rob, in about 10 minutes. Is it 15 minutes, I think?
Yep.
And that is it. I'm not going to click publish because this is a test. If everyone's okay, I'm going to stop the screen share now. I'm going to delete that post off my page because I've got some followers that'll be going, geez, what's Chris on today? What's he doing with that test AMP session? I'll get rid of that.
That's right.
What is test AMP? That's not real estate specific.
Yeah.
Voila, in 45 minutes, guys, that's how quick you can script, teleprompt, shoot, edit, create an ad, and be seen in your core area, your suburb, your postcode of choosing regularly and consistently for a 7-day period. So as a recap, if you can, get some audio wireless mics, ideally first when you're shooting content, right? Secondly, subscribe $7.99, get the CapCut paid full version. Download a free teleprompt app. That's the easy part. Write your script, shoot it in your teleprompt app, then shoot all your video content into CapCut, and then lead generate through your postcode geo-targeting. I've talked a lot. I feel like I have. Questions over to the group.
Krish.
Krish, my man, how are you, bro?
Yep, good. Instead of linking Blink to learn more, is it possible you link Linktree?
Any, mate. Anything that's got a URL, you can link it to learn more. Yep. I used to use WhatsApp, but there's so many applications open at the moment. You forget, like, Workplace, Facebook, Insta, WhatsApp. So I just link everything to that one central page of mine because all my content's there. Yep. Good question, mate. Any other questions, guys and girls? I think I covered everything, Rob. I sort of had a bit of a flow and the audio threw a little bit of a curveball, but we got there.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone's asked, what are Chris's contact details? And this is just a plug. Anytime you're trying to find anyone on at EXP, you can find them on Workplace, or you can just Google their name and EXP, and Google will take you straight to their contact details.
Yeah, 100%. But just have a go, guys. Like, you know, I think when I started this, you know, I didn't get it down within an hour. It took time, but you just gotta have a go. And trust me, if you're shy in front of the camera, business is going to be a lot harder for you, plain and simple. You have to be in front of the camera. If you want to be seen, known, and heard, you've got to be in the camera more than ever before, especially with the next generational consumer that we're dealing with coming through. They don't want to pick the phone up. And I have more people that come through me electronically and digitally than I do have people ringing me now. It's changed my business entirely. Less call me because I make it the ease of convenience for people to access me digitally a lot easier.
And if you just as a side thought, Chris, on that, if you are doing your DL cards, like what you said, you're spending $12,000 a year on DL cards, take your Blink link, create the QR code on that, and then put that on your DL cards, and then people can link. Either they can call you still, obviously, but they can just scan it with their phones and then start to do that digital interaction.
Yeah, that's a good point, Rob. So I'll just share my screen real quickly just as a wrap up.
Yep.
So this is the report that I put out every month. So this is the one that went out in December. This is Burton, my suburb. Face is on the front. It's an A3 trifold. On the back here is a Christmas message from myself and my family to my people in my community. So if they scan that QR code, it'll take them to my YouTube channel where I've done a video, this one at the top here, wishing everybody Merry Christmas. If they scan this code here, there's a bit of an article that I've done to sell privately in isolation or to sell in competition. Again, that just links back to a video of a property I sold. It sold $35,000 more than the house next door because the house next door sold privately to one buyer. I sold the next door neighboring property in competition. But again, I link QR codes to all my letterbox drops back to video content. This here is the QR code on the inside of the brochure. That links them back to my Blink business card, obviously, so they can scan to follow and just connect with me. And then in here, I just put the previous month's sold properties, attributes, address, and what the property sold for. So that's the report that I do monthly in conjunction with this digital stuff. But I appreciate not everyone has $1,000 in print media and letterbox spend. $10 a day, I'm getting the same appraisal rate through that stuff, Rob, that I've just showed, as I am through the physical letterbox drop stuff as well.
Yeah. And it's if you are, as an agent, if you're physically letterboxing, the time is so much better spent just setting up Ads Manager.
100%.
Chris, just want to ask, man, do you hire someone for a letterbox drop or you do it by yourself?
Yeah, I outsource, mate, because time for me is not on my side with that stuff. The best thing I ever did is I got families who live local to my area and I got their kids on board. So children who are probably between the ages of 12 and 16 are your prime audience because they can't get employment as a PAYG employee because of their age. So for them to be able to make $200 a month in dropping 2,000 letterbox drops in my area every month is a lot of money for them. I do give them bonuses, though, for every listing I get in the area, that suburb, whether it came from my letterbox drop or not, just reward them. So I give them a $20 bonus for every listing in that suburb that I get that month as well. So my little guy in Burton, I've got 2 new listings coming to market tomorrow. This month he gets $240 instead of $200. Incentivize him because there's 2 commissions at 12 grand. It's 24 grand. Like what's 400, what's $240 in the grand scheme of things? You gotta spend money to make money. And if you're time poor, outsource, get somebody who's local, because the parents, the mums and dads, they know me in their area and they're my biggest advocates. They're my biggest fans. They talk to everybody at the hairdresser, the butcher about me because I'm helping their kids make some money. I've got a post that I created when I advertised the role. So if you want me to share that, it was a paper boy, paper girl needed, that old game back in the 80s. But yeah, if you've got the time though, do the letterbox drops. Yeah. No, certainly. When I first started, Matt Steinway was the best in BDA farm areas. Every Friday for 5 hours a day in my area, I was letterbox dropping that area. And then I knew what the facade looked like. I knew what the lawns looked like. I knew Mrs. Smith, what time she used to come out and grab a, that's a gold one, man. That's an awesome book.
If you don't, the Matt Steinway real estate system, if you don't know about that book, grab a copy of it.
It's phenomenal. Yeah, but Barley, when I first started and I couldn't pay a letterbox dropper, I got my core area of 1,836 homes. Now, I couldn't do that in 1 week. So I broke it up into 4 areas. And every Friday for 5 areas, I'd do 1 area, 1 area, 1 area, 1 area. So by the end of the 4-week cycle, I knew every letterbox drop had been dropped in for that monthly period for the monthly report. That's it for me.
That's a fantastic session, Chris, and people will be reaching out to you, I'm sure, because we'll make this replay available as soon as we can, but there will be little nuances that they might have missed. But Chris, you've done a fantastic job of explaining that, and can't wait to watch you guys all implement that. I think my Facebook feed will be full soon of cap cutters going crazy. So no,
Well,
fantastic session.
And just on that, Rob, I don't know about you guys and girls, but like I see in my marketplace, I want EXP to be seen and dominating in every postcode, every suburb, right? That's my vision that I go to sleep with every night going, EXP flags everywhere, EXP boards
Yeah.
everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But I see what my competition's not doing, and have a look at your own. And I don't see my competitors doing this stuff. So I see it as a real advantage because it does take a little bit of time and it takes you going out of your comfort zone to skill up in this space. I get it. So a lot of agents just go, oh, it's too hard, right? The reason I've put so much into this because I see it as a point of difference between what I'm doing and what my competitors aren't doing. Okay. So if your competitors aren't being seen on video in your area, this is a great way to smash your suburb and your postcode of your choosing for sure.
And I think what you said at the very start was you've been working on this, developing, growing for years now, and you're now seeing it. So I think it's really good that you've told us that you still do the letterbox drops, you still do old school, and you've got those going for John and Mildred that aren't tech savvy maybe, and then you've got this other thing. So you're really doing that multiple funnels, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us on this episode of AMP. We hope you got something out of it. And if you didn't, it's probably because you weren't listening. But anyway, we will catch you on the next one. And again, feel free to reach out to Chris. You can find his details on that little search bar in Google or anywhere else. Thanks for that, guys. And we will catch you later.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.